truck hit her. Jesus Christ.
Animal rights activist Regan Russell was killed while standing in front of the entrance to Fearman Slaughterhouse.
Halton police are conducting an investigation.
Regan was there.
Dogs and pigs, sheep and other animals suffer and die at the hands of the very people who are supposed to care for and protect them. Physical violence, emotional abuse and life-threatening neglect are daily realities for many animals. Their only hope is that a kind person will speak up before it's too late. Hoarders often confine animals to tiny cages or crates that are stacked on top of each other. Accumulated feces and urine, which often cover every surface in hoarders' residences, can create dangerously high ammonia levels, which can burn skin, eyes and lungs. Parasite infestations and disease outbreaks spread quickly in these crowded conditions. Food and water are usually inadequate, if they are provided at all.
They're telling the truth about what really happens to these animals. And she was killed as a result.
The industry here is very powerful, and it will stop at nothing to make sure that people can't see the horrific conditions that animals are enduring.
The government says it's trying to protect farmers and animals from trespassers.
Bill 156 is a pro-agriculture act. It essentially stops protesters and extremists from giving water to the pigs like we see down here.
This is the third truck we've seen, and we've been here for less than 10 minutes.
Regan, there's a one here. Can you give her this one? Right here. See her? Can you get her?
Hey, you guys, back away from the truck.
2 trucks in a row. We can't even get enough water. I'll get him. Let me give her some water.
Yeah.
Look at, they came in. The heat. It's like 100 degrees inside here.
We're suffering. We really are suffering.
So our vigil was scheduled to end at 10:30, and at 10:20, I guess, there was this truck that came.
That was the last truck of the day, and we debated even doing it because we were going to leave, and we just said, oh yeah, we'll do it.
And you know when they're going to be aggressive because there's different things that they do. But he saw us and went, oh. So he went in the left-hand lane. He's like, if you want to bear witness, you guys come out in the street and do it.
So this trucker just won't come in. So he's forcing us to bear witness in a very, very dangerous place. And he's trying to piss off the other cars.
And we were bearing witness, and it was extremely dangerous. There were cars right behind us.
And then all of a sudden, he burst forward and accelerated.
And he just went from the wrong lane and just accelerated and went straight at her.
Truck hit her. Jesus Christ. No words.
And I got to the other side and I saw her, and she was lying underneath his front tire.
I saw her body, it was cut in half.
Even though my brain said, like, there's no way she's alive, her face was completely white. But I mean, I called 911 because I don't know.
Comes the ambulance.
My good friend said there's been an accident, and in a split second, I knew it wasn't good.
It was the most traumatizing thing I've ever seen in my life. And then we all gave police statements.
The witnesses who were there that day made clear observations of the interaction between Regan and the truck. Each one of them was able to make those observations from a different vantage point.
He definitely saw her. He knew exactly what he was doing.
I'm not going to call him, that he intended to murder, but he certainly intended to run at her and scare her, and look what happened.
He knew that he hit her. He saw that he hit her. He dragged her.
And then still didn't get out of the car. I don't know, like as a normal reaction as a human, you would get out and see how you could help, right?
The number one priority for us is to ensure a thorough and comprehensive investigation and an objective outcome at the end.
It's unclear exactly what level of resources were invested, and it appears that some valuable leads were not explored thoroughly or at all.
They never asked me for my number so they can follow up with me or anything like that. They just took my statement, and that was the last I heard from them.
Superintendent Davis says the investigation is almost complete.
There's no way he could have missed her 40, 50 feet away out in the middle of the road, just standing there.
Right now you can see I have a clear line of sight down each side of the trailer because I can see that officer there. I can see the one across on that corner standing there. I can see the corners in front of me, and I can see these people here.
From my footage, like, you can see the truck and where we are, and he was there more than 5 minutes watching her. And he finally decided to drive in and killed her. So, yeah.
Police did not lay criminal charges against the truck driver.
Instead, what they did is they laid a provincial offense charge, which is more like a traffic ticket, but we know that the police do have a videotape of what went down, and there have been many calls for them to release that video to the public.
The activists' struggle does not end with Reagan Russell's death. Activists will continue to work for a better future for animals and use her as an example of courage and commitment to the cause. Next, we look at Norwich livestock market in England. Here the police have much the same attitude of the American police. The police let vehicles drive into people and are more concerned about cameras. Is not driving a vehicle at someone endangering life? Please remember Gemma and her team risk life every time. People do get killed, and I hope Reagan is the last, but I doubt it will be. Please offer support in any way you can.
Baby's crying there. Heartbreaking, isn't it?
The more exposure we can do, everybody, the more the message gets out.
Well, yeah.
That's all we can do, isn't it?
Bit by bit.
Yeah.
Sadly, it's never fast enough, is it?
That's why they're not in it, they're just recording. They haven't got their hand in, keep an eye on them. They know they're not allowed to.
More respect for the animals than you have, so I don't know why you're complaining about that. Oh, I believe they're going to kill it.
Whoa! Get out the cab a minute. Get out the cab. Get out the cab. I said get out the cab. No, you didn't put it. Look what it's done. That's the same thing. I'll go right up to him. What are you being, man, and get out the cab?
You have got it all twisted, got it all wrong. You've got it all completely wrong.
How much money are they paying you to be an arsehole like this?
Completely wrong.
I don't give a shit who you're speaking to.
Don't talk to him like that.
Oh, why?
Don't talk to him like that.
Why?
Why are you using language like that?
Because look what he's doing to this guy, he's nearly hit him with that.
If you have any conscience...
He almost did, didn't he?
He's
So
not
if I
driving
stand
into
right up to
him.
you like that, that's
Get
all right.
out.
No, see what I
See
mean?
what
It's
I
not
mean?
right, is it?
Oh, so
Same as
that's
that.
the problem, is
That's
it?
the same
That
thing,
isn't
isn't
the
it?
problem.
Well, he's not filming a camera.
That was a damn sight worse than the
Well,
camera.
protect the public then. Protect the public. Do your job properly. Do your job properly.
Yeah, he should have got that out of his face, shouldn't he?
Do your job properly.
Don't advise me nothing, I don't take advice from you, alright?
Don't shout at me and don't swear at me.
Don't touch me.
I wasn't even swearing at you, I'm swearing at him.
You assaulting kids. Don't assault me.
He hasn't assaulted you. We've got
touched me.
use of force powers.
He touched me.
He's got use of force powers.
I
It's not
don't
an
care.
assault.
I don't care. This is the issue. All you're doing is protecting yourselves. You bother to have someone shouting in your face. That fucker nearly hit me.
He didn't hit you. He did
That is
hit
not
you.
the point.
He did not hit
That
you.
is not
hit you,
the
but
point.
you're still moaning about it.
You're getting in my face and you're swearing at me, though, aren't you?
Here you have just seen examples, just two of many. The death of the lady in America has done nothing. The police still see protesters as people who can be driven into, and have no concern for human life. Here we see an inch away from hitting Smaxillard, which is clear would have caused very serious injury, but that is allowed. Swearing is not, and putting a camera near a face is not. If this is UK law, it is messed up. There appears to be a very biased attitude problem from the police towards protesters, and clear evidence some form of arrangement between farmers and the police at Norwich.